Happy Tuesday. Alright guys, so I already started walking and I am back to walk with you live this morning. So I want to get my mile in. It's the goal. I got up a little earlier today and I was going to try to walk outside because it was early and I figured it wouldn't be so hot and humid outside, but I was wrong. I went out there and it's stifling out there, so I decided to come on back in because it's better to be safe and err on the side of caution. I have asthma too, so I don't want to be out there. So I'm gonna get my mile in. Yesterday, I was able to get my mile in here live on YouTube, and so I figured I'd walk again this morning with you guys and get this mile in. My knee is bothering me, my left knee is bothering me a little bit this morning, so I slowed the pace down just a bit so that I can get this mile in comfortably. Yesterday, I was able to get in my movement as well as, remember, this is day 4 of my 14-day detox, and so along with eating the meals every day, the goal is to walk for 30 minutes every day as well, because your calorie intake is kind of low. So unless you add in some other things, you're not really wanting to do a whole lot. But so I'm getting this walk in this morning, and then I'll go ahead and get my day started. But that heat is not playing this morning at all. I even thought about riding my bike this morning, but again, it was too stifling outside. And it's early this morning, so I figured I'm just gonna get my mile in on the treadmill and the safety of the coolness of my home, and then get started for the day. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day today, that you get in some movement, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes. It's good for you. It's good for me. Lowers that blood pressure and everything. So I'm so glad to be able to get my movement in on today. So I went to the doctor, and so I'm gonna make sure. I think he was saying my blood pressure was a little elevated, but he was talking to me and everything when he was taking my pulse and my blood pressure. We're laughing and giggling. Normally I try to be calm because all of that raises your blood pressure too. So anyway, I'm just going to bring my blood pressure cuff from home and my readings for my next appointment in 3 weeks. I should have did it for this appointment, but I did not. So welcome to the live. So anyway, I want to make sure I do that for the next appointment to make sure that my blood pressure readings are accurate. You have to be an advocate for yourself. Those doctors see you that one day that you come in, you may have been running, you might have white coat syndrome, anything could be going on that will elevate your blood pressure. And so you want to show a history of those blood pressure readings at normal. Don't just accept the, don't just accept the, what do you want to call it, whatever their diagnosis is. You don't want to just accept that. You want to be your own advocate. So I advocate for myself not to be on blood pressure medicine because of that one appointment in the office when I know my history of blood pressure readings are normal. But you got to track it, and it's always good to take it in to let them see what's going on so that they can compare the two things. Even take your blood pressure cuff in so that they can take your blood pressure reading with that as well. And always take 3 readings to make sure you're getting an accurate reading. So those are things that I've learned to make sure I'm advocating for myself, and I try to be consistent with it. So still trying to find that best time to take your blood pressure. Sometimes I'll get up and I'm running and I need to stop and say the first thing in the morning when I get ready to get up, go ahead and take that reading before I start getting moving and things like that. So, but I wear my whoop and I, look at the readings there over average, on the average. It will tell me my 30-day and things like that, so I can see how things are going. So I hope your Tuesday morning is going well today. Again, that you get some movement, and thank you for the like. I appreciate you that you get some movement in on today. I don't know where you are, but I mean it's already over 75 degrees outside and the humidity is high. So I'm glad I went ahead and got this walking pad sometime last year. I didn't think I would use it much, and then I ended up hurting my knee and couldn't go out and walk. And then when I did go out and walk, or when I got to be able to walk, it was too dark outside, so it was a blessing to have the pad, because then I could walk inside, because I was getting up early. Lately, I don't want to get up so early. And by the time I'm ready to go outside, it's already too hot to go out there and walk. So I'm glad to have this walking pad to get my movement in on a daily lately. So let's see. We're almost at a half a mile. Again, I slowed the pace down some because my knee is bothering me a little bit. So we are making sure that we are staying healthy, happy, and whole throughout this progress of moving, and hydrating ourselves like we should, and things of that nature. So, getting the walk in. So 9 minutes in, and a half a mile is done. Yay me! And I hope you get in some movement today, even if it's, you can endure commercials. If you're watching TV today, you can do squats during your commercials or while you're watching the program. I've changed my gym area around, so now I can watch what I want while I'm walking on the walking pad. So that is very good for me, and I'm thankful for that. back to my, let me tell you about, what I want to tell you about, the program that I'm doing, the Fine Fit Fitness 14-day detox is the inflammation detox from, helps you to detox from sugar and dairy. And I added a lot of sugar back into my diet, desserts, on travel and things like that. So sugar back into my diet, and I added I've been doing a lot of dairy, and I notice breakouts when I do sugar and dairy. And so I should know they're not my friend, or I have to do it in moderation, not as much as I was doing it. And the 14-day detox is more like a cleanse for your palate to help you to recognize those things. So I am this is day 4 of the 14 days. And so after I finish my walk, good morning, good morning, good morning. After I finish my walk, I will get my breakfast in. And my breakfast will be some egg whites and whole egg and some Ezekiel bread and avocado. Not really a fan of avocado, however, I know that it's good for me. So guess what? I find a way to eat it. I have been using my little silicone molds, and they have like bagel shapes or donut shapes. So I pour my egg mixture in 2 of them and saute some onions and peppers, a little bit of mushrooms, and season that up well and put that in the base of the cup with a little bit of everything bagel seasoning. Pour my eggs in, bake them, and then I do my toast. And I like the cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread. And you would think that savory and sweet, we know savory and sweet goes together, but this really does go together. So I do the cinnamon raisin toast. I put some of the avocado on it, a little bit of the everything bagel seasoning, and then top it with my little egg cup donut things, and they are amazing. So that'll be my breakfast for this morning. And then last night I made some like meatloaf cups. I took some ground turkey, and seasoned it. I took some mushrooms, shaved mushrooms, carrots, onions, yes. And then I sauteed that down to get the water out of it. And then I put it in with the meat and added some Worcestershire sauce in there, a little bit of sugar-free ketchup into the mix, seasoned it and mixed it up really well, and then made little meatloaf cups in a muffin tin. And so I baked those, and I had that for dinner last night. That was I had some zucchini noodles. Yes, it is low-key fire. It's really good. So, welcome to the live. Good morning. So I added those in, and I sauteed some just really quickly because I didn't want the zucchini to be all limp. I zoodled some zucchini, and I used is it buttery steak seasonings by Kinder's? Oh my gosh, that's fire. Put some of that on the zucchini while I was sauteing it up in the pan. I still had a bite on it, and I put that on the plate with my 2 my 2 meatloaf cups. Oh my word, delicious. It was awesome. And then I put the ketchup inside but I also took a fourth cup. Was it a fourth cup? No, I put a fourth cup of ketchup inside, and then I put a half cup of it with some um, apple cider vinegar. Mixed that together and made a sauce. And after I cooked the meatloaf cups for about 15 minutes, took them out and I drained them. And then I put that sauce on it and put it back in the oven for it to finish. It was amazing, really. So that was like my fifth meal. And I had a salad. That was my fourth meal. A salad that I put some, I had made some ground turkey with some taco seasonings that I make. I mix myself, so I know how much sodium is in it. And I warmed that up, put it over my salad, and put some of the mild Taco Bell sauce. Don't sleep on those sauces. They're 0 calorie and they are amazing. So anyway, use that as my dressing on my salad. That was delicious. And I think I told people in one of my other videos that I'm not a fish person. I'm really not, but I like flounder and I like cod, but when they're fried, right? So I found that I had some flounder fillets frozen in the freezer. So I said, well, let me just try it, right? So I went ahead and pulled that out, seasoned it with a little bit of smoked paprika, some garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, some parsley, some pepper, and I threw it in the air fryer for 10 minutes. Oh my word. So good. Now when it finished cooking, I did not have enough to meet my 4 ounces, so I had to pair it with some ground turkey that I had already seasoned in the refrigerator. But the two of those paired so well with my sweet potatoes, and I used broccoli on yesterday. Oh, so good, so good, so good. And another meal that I eat that, you know, you would think, what in the earth? But they pair so well. And that's chicken breast that I have grilled with some salsa and cucumbers. Oh my God. So light and refreshing and hits the spot. So that's a meal I love, really love. So it is always good to, you know, I feel so much better eating the way that I've been eating this last 4 days that I have to compare it to how I felt when I added all those other things into my diet. And that's the good thing about like doing a detox. When you start to add foods back in, you see how they make you feel. And if they don't make you feel so good, then maybe consider eating those in moderation. Not saying that you have to take them all the way out, but when I was eating like the dairy in moderation, just a little bit here and there, was a whole lot better than when I started adding it in on a daily basis. You know, like I see something online, oh, you can mix this Jello, sugar-free Jello in with the Greek yogurt. Oh, I'm not a yogurt person, but I was like, maybe I'll do that. And I did. And I felt immediately my stomach go, oh, but I ignored it and kept going. I was like, oh, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna try this. But after a while, I started to notice little blemishes on my skin. And that's what happens when I eat a lot of dairy, a lot of sugar. Also, being in menopause, oh my gosh, sugar is the enemy. It brings on the night sweats and hot flashes, in my opinion, not a doctor, even more. That's what I've noticed for me. So that's another reason why I have to pull back on those things, because my word, it is not good. I was taking Black Girl Vitamins, Mental Chill. It's been a savior. But I noticed that it can't even save me when I go overboard on the sugar. Hold on, let me stop my alarm. So that's okay. So yeah, it can't even save me when I go overboard on the sugar. So I had to pull back, and it's just a quick reset. So I'm resetting, getting myself back to where I need to be. So I appreciate you all for joining the live. I have hit my mile yet again, even though I have slowed down the pace. So I have to make sure I do my video for my Instagram and Facebook. But I came on live to walk with you all, and there's a chance. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on the next go round, since I had hit the mile. So I will finish my last 10 minutes out to get my 30 minutes of movement, because that's my goal, to get my 30 minutes of movement, and then move on to the next thing for the day. So thank you for liking the live again. I appreciate you very much, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. And don't forget, do whatever you have to do to stay healthy, happy, and whole. And get to moving. Get some movement in. All right? You got this, as always. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.